In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install ReShade for Marvel Rivals. This is a step-by-step guide, and if you're new and you don't know what to do, follow along and I'll do my best to show you guys how to install ReShade. Okay, first thing you're going to want to do is go to reshade.me. It's going to take you to the ReShade website. This is very simple and straightforward. If you guys want, you guys can scroll down and read everything you guys want here. You're just going to click download. You're going to scroll down a little bit, and you're just going to click download ReShade 6.71. This is the current version that is out at the moment. This is going to change in the future. They update it very often, so just make sure you're updating your ReShade. So we're just going to go ahead and click download ReShade, and then we're just going to save it to our downloads folder. Boom. Now we're going to go find a ReShade that we want for Marvel Rivals. We're just going to type in Marvel Rivals ReShade, and it is going to pop up with Nexus mods, which is where I always go for my ReShades. Unfortunately, this is the only ReShade that pops up when you type in ReShade, but it is what it is. You're going to go ahead and go to Files, and you're going to scroll down, and we're going to go ahead and hit manual download, and we're going to go ahead and hit slow download. But what you can also do is click preview file contents, right? And it's going to show you all the contents that you just downloaded. So what we're looking for is the ReShade preset. This is what we need right here. We've already downloaded ReShade. This is actually going to install ReShade for us, which sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't. So this time around, I know that it will work, but I still want to show you guys the entire process. That way you know what you're doing, because sometimes it can be confusing and things can break, and it's very good to know that you can fix it yourself. All right, so if you guys are on Steam, you're going to go to your Marvel Rivals, you're going to right-click it, go to Manage, and Browse Local Files. That's going to pretty much open your main directory. From here, you're going to want to click on Marvel Game. We're going to take our time here so you guys can follow along. We're going to go to Marvel Game. From here, we're going to click on Marvel, and then we're going to go to Binaries, and then Win64. And this is going to be your main directory. You're going to see the Marvel Win64 shipping exe. You're going to drag the files into this folder once we unpack them. Okay, so I have a Marvel Rivals folder on the left, our downloads folder on the right. If you guys don't have 7-zip or WinRAR, go install those. I'm not going to go through that process. It's very simple and straightforward. I personally just right-click and hit extract all. Apparently, this is the Windows version of doing it. It is what it is. I'm not sure really what's the benefit to the other ones. Go ahead and hit extract. For me, it's just going to extract into this folder here, which is exactly what I want. I don't want to lose the folder at all. And then from here, I don't need this ReShade folder anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And we're going to go ahead and open this folder. Okay, so big disclaimer here. At any point, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, if you delete your ReShade preset, and most of the time it's named what it is. It's not usually ReShade preset. Sometimes it'll be named like Vibrant ReShade or something ReShade. It'll have a name depending on the author. If you delete this, your ReShade will no longer work. You'll still load up with the ReShade working, but your actual ReShade will not be loaded in if you delete it. So make sure you guys keep your actual preset. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drag all these files into our Win64 folder. I did this earlier, so I already have the DXGI DLL. I'm going to go ahead and hit just replace file. That way I'm fully installing it with you guys. And then I like to hit refresh at the top here just to see everything kind of go up to top. From here, I'm going to go back to my downloads folder. If we're being honest, guys, ReShade's already installed. So you guys can go play it. It'll work right now. But if you don't know how to use any of the hotkeys and stuff like that, stick around. There's also things that you guys need to know when using ReShade, and sometimes things can break, and I want to show you guys how to fix those if a problem arises. So from here, if I only downloaded the INI file, the ReShade preset INI file, and I have not installed ReShade yet, we're going to go ahead and click on ReShade Setup. And from here, you can either browse or you can type in your game. I like to type in my game. Usually it pops up with what you recently played. So I'm going to type in Marvel. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and click the marvel.exe. And we're going to hit next. Now, this is where your game can also break. Now, almost every ReShade uses DirectX. I have had one, I think they used Vulkan. I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. But almost every ReShade I've used is DX 10, 11, 12. And I'm pretty sure almost all the ReShades that you guys are going to use are going to be the same. So if it's not working here, make sure you guys check the description of the ReShade where you're downloading it on Nexus. Or if you find another one somewhere else. Make sure you guys check the description if it uses a specific API loader. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go 10, 11, 12. We're going to hit next. Normally you'd be installing it new, but for here, we've already technically installed ReShade. So if you're updating it, let's say you have ReShade installed and it's not working and you go in here, you're going to actually go to update ReShade and effects, right? We're going to go next. And from here, this is where you need to locate your Marvel Rivals folder again, or your downloads folder if you kept your ReShade INI folder in your downloads folder. Basically, wherever you downloaded the ReShade preset INI file is where you need to locate this. So as you see right now, it's already working for me. And you'll know that by this is already installed. There's some things checked here. So it looks like it's working. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to Browse, and we're in Documents right now. We're going to go to this PC. We're going to go find our Marvel Rivals directory. So we're going to go Windows, Programs, Files, x86. I'm going to go to Steam. From here, we're going to go Steam Apps. Then we're going to go to Common. Now you're going to just look for Marvel Rivals. It's going to be towards the bottom, obviously, because it's alphabetical order. We're going to click on Marvel Rivals. And now we're back in that folder that we were before. So we're going to go Marvel Game. We're going to go Marvel, Binaries, Win64. And now we're back in that same folder. As you see, a lot of the things, like this is our main folder on the left side here, a lot of it's missing. So it's not really hard to lose it, to be honest with you. So you may be confused on why would I not click ReShade INI versus the ReShade preset INI. This ReShade INI is pretty much the settings for your actual ReShade. So you don't need to worry about this. But most of them, like I said, is going to have a preset. So it's going to be called ReShade preset. We're going to click on this. Or it might be called, like I said, you might be downloading a different ReShade for a different game or a different ReShade altogether. Let's say it's called Vibrant ReShade or Vibrant Lights or whatever it's called. You're going to click on that INI file. And then we're going to hit open. And from here, it'll update whatever it needs to download, okay? So if it needs any of these FX and stuff down here, it's going to go ahead and check it for you. You're just going to hit next. It's going to go ahead and download everything you need. It's going to say successfully installed ReShade. We're going to go ahead and hit finish. And that's how you install ReShade. Let's go ahead and check it out in game to make sure it's working and any problems you may have in terms of the keybinds. All right, so as we load up at the very top, you're going to see the ReShade 671 or whatever version you have. It said press home. So from there, you already know that ReShade was installed correctly. So we're going to go ahead and hit home. Also, if you do not have a home key, for some keyboards, the numpad 7 might be the home key. And if you don't have a home key altogether, then you either need to look up how to reconfigure your keys for ReShade or maybe just get a new keyboard. But it's going to open up here. Now, if you see any boxes checked, that usually means that your ReShade is already working if you installed it correctly. If you open it up and you thought you installed it correctly in terms of the INI file, and none of these boxes are checked, that means you either deleted the INI file or you need to go and update the reshading effects and reinstall it. All you have to do is just repeat that same step that we just did. And it's very straightforward, very simple. If you guys still can't figure that out, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to help you. But it's a very simple process. But from here, we're going to go to setting. And the only thing you're going to want to do here is right here where it says toggle effect. Because sometimes you want to toggle the effect and then you need to control it. For me, I always put this on the end key, right? You set this to whatever feels comfortable for you. But it just makes sense. Home and end for me is right together. So I always remember what it is. And then I'm going to click off the screen. And I'm going to hit the home key again to close it. And as you see, it's working. Now, if I toggle the effect by hitting my end key that I assigned it to, or whatever key you assigned it to, now the game gets a little natural and not as vibrant. But now if I activate it again, nice and vibrant, nice and lively, it's definitely working. Okay, so now we are in game. If I go ahead and hit the end key, you're gonna see the clear difference. It's insane. The game looks so much better, in my opinion. It looks so much better. Once you start playing games with ReShade, it's like insane. You literally cannot go back. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, that is how you install ReShade in Marvel Rivals. Hopefully I was able to help somebody out. With that being said, go have fun. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.